Hey, what's up guys, Warkoopa here, and in today's video we're going to talk about what I would do different if I knew then what I know now. So let's start off with inactivity. I have been zeroed 3 times in my first 5 KVKs because I would often drink during pass openings and eventually things would slow down. I would fall asleep, and as some of you all know, your alliance will kick you out to make space for someone that is online. So to cut it short, I would fall asleep after drinking on territory, and my alliance would notice that I was no longer online, so they would kick me out and I was no longer on territory, and someone is always watching. So I got zeroed after the third time being zeroed and seeing how expensive it was to get zeroed. I decided to take the game seriously, and that's when I came here to 2253. My next regret is training without rune buffs and kingdom buffs. I used to just raw dog training T5 troops thinking kingdom buffs and rune buffs weren't really worth it. But if you ever did the math on how much more value you get from waiting on those boosts, you would see that they are definitely worth waiting for. Especially if you're planning on training a lot of troops, speedups are not cheap, so please make sure to make the best of them. Now let's talk about commanders. I know a lot of you guys tell me how only focusing on infantry and not having an archer or cavalry pair is a mistake, but I don't care about all that. If I could start all over again, I would run it back again with infantry. Only this time I would have done Pakal and Herald after getting Guan and Leo. Although I wish I kept Leo at 5511, you already know.
It is what it is.
Roast me for this one, but I somewhat regret Taric. I think Pakal or Herald would have been better. What attracted me to Taric was that he walks around with 15% damage and 10% damage to cavalry. And then to pair him with Sargon, who walks around with an extra 10% damage, I thought it was a perfect fit. But now I wonder if Pakal or Herald would have been a better option. I don't know because I don't have them. I will say though that I am considering making an archer or cavalry march, but I need some convincing because for some reason I just love infantry. And I kind of don't care for the other troops, but some of you are just very convincing, it's scary. I do read the comments. Next is Khan at 5552. I think by far this is my worst mistake in terms of commanders, just because I literally don't use him for anything at all. It haunts me to this day. Next, we go on to the gear. If you saw my account review video, you know that I have 2 legendary cavalry gears, being the Hellish Wasteland and the Ash of the Dawn. Don't get me wrong, this is the perfect gear for cavalry, but as you may have noticed, I'm all infantry, baby. Another regret I have is something I'm dealing with now. I would benefit off it so much if I could just farm gems on this account and only resources on my farms, but I'm just so lazy. This is just me being honest with you guys, I'm the problem here. And lastly, not doing barbarians in KVK. I didn't realize just how many speedups and resources you can get from these nerds. For example, in under a minute, this is how many speedups I got. 20, 120, 140, 160, 180 minutes. That's 3 hours of speedups in under a minute with around 500,000 in resources. And yeah, I guess crystals and materials are a plus, but all that is just great value, and that's just my ignorance that keeps me away from beating on these guys. Anyways guys, that's it for the video. Make sure to like and subscribe. It's the only free way to support my channel. Thank you.